goes on the wharf. He is actually a fan of going to the wharf because, you know, we don't really have things like that in Texas. You can go to Galveston, but no offense, ew. But anyway, taking a live look at Domenico's on the wharf, sun's pretty much out for this morning. You can see there's definitely a lot of fog hanging out there, and that is going to be kind of the theme for the morning. A lot of fog in a lot of areas, and we will have those all reported today on our web. But it's going to be a little bit more foggy going into the morning, and as we go into the afternoon, that's when things are going to change just a little bit, as that fog will probably dissipate for the most part, as we are going to be looking at more sunny skies. But as we go for this morning, things are looking a little bit foggy out there at Domenico's on the wharf. But we're going to look at our heat advisory that we will be having. I'm going to step out of the way so we can talk about this a little bit. You can see that heat advisory is covering most of our viewing area, going to last today from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And it's going to be temperatures going from the 90s all the way up to the hundreds there in all our inland and mountain areas. And with that, it's going to come high risk for heat-related illnesses. So that's dehydration, heat exhaustion. So make sure you're doing everything you can to be prepared. Make sure you have sunscreen. Make sure you have water. Make sure you're doing everything you can to stay cool and stay in the shade, because it's going to be warm in most of our areas. And speaking of temperatures in our areas, we're going to take a look at our temperatures for today and tonight. And we're going to start at the Santa Cruz coast, looking at Santa Cruz and Capitola. Might be the day to hit the beach, hit the wharf in Santa Cruz, or go to Capitola and hit some of those great restaurants on the beach over there. High is going to be in the 80s over there, with those lows sitting nicely in the mid-50s. As for the Santa Cruz mountain ranges over here, highs are going to be a lot higher, with highs ranging anywhere in the upper 80s going all the way up to the upper 90s there in Boulder Creek, with those lows sitting anywhere in the mid-50s and to the mid-60s. And we're going to keep on moving here, keep on trucking. We're going to see temperatures going now from Aptos to Marina, things looking a little bit warmer than usual out there. We're going to be seeing highs anywhere ranging from the upper 60s there in Marina all the way up to the upper 70s there in Watsonville, with those lows sitting anywhere in the mid to low 50s. Now in Salinas, in our backyard right here, we're going to be seeing a high of 79 degrees and a low of 58 degrees. So I always preach layers, which you might need for this morning, as you will have a little bit of cooler morning, but once we get to the afternoon, things are going to be really warm. And then in the nighttime hours, we'll cool off a little bit more, but still not quite seeing cold temperatures out there today. But where it is going to be the coolest, that's going to be on the peninsula. We're seeing highs across the board, anywhere from the upper to mid 60s right there, going all the way to the lower 70s there in Carmel by the Sea, and those lows sitting anywhere in the 50s. So it's going to be a nice day to hit the peninsula beaches, as well as it will be a little bit warmer. Now we're going to go from Big Sur to Carmel Valley into the Salinas Valley and going inland, where things are just going to get warmer and warmer, with those inland temperatures reaching up to 106 degrees there in Bradley for that high, and those lows being anywhere in the higher 50s going all the way up to the lower and upper 60s there. Now we're going to take a look at our 7-day forecast for our coastal areas. You can see Friday sunny, and as we're going to cool down going into next week, those highs ranging anywhere from the lower 60s going all the way up to the lower 70s, and those lows being anywhere in the lower 50s going to the upper 50s. And for our inland areas, more of the same story, but those highs even higher, with a cool down going into next week, ranging anywhere with the temperatures in 70s going all the way up to the mid 90s there, and those lows being anywhere in the 50s.